I&E technician, what in the world is that? These are the same questions that I had maybe 15 years ago when I was getting into this industry. But if it wasn't for guys like us that did this kind of work, most of the things that we use every day, we wouldn't have, whether it's refineries, even the space shuttle getting launched. If there weren't I&E technicians or technicians as a whole that were able to work on these things and get them rolling, get the shuttle off the ground, none of this would be available. So who am I? I'm Dustin Johnson. I spent most of my career as an instrument technician. Early on, I moved into engineering. I worked my way into engineering roles, and I'm currently in the consulting space, working in industrial automation. I've started this channel because a lot of the information that I've learned over my career, if I would have known this 20 years ago, I would have gotten into this career field much, much earlier because it's been so rewarding for me to have the opportunity to do what I do. And I was completely misled or misunderstood really even what this job was once I heard about it. Uh, and it's one of the most rewarding things that I've ever had the opportunity to do. I've met a lot of great people, and it's a super critical thinking job, and it's interesting across the board. So what do you do? It's a very broad career field, and you can really learn to specialize in certain areas, but at the base of what it is as an instrument technician, all of the physical properties that are happening within some kind of process, whether that's launching a space shuttle or making gasoline or different types of acids or plastics, these very common processes. We're taking all the information, the temperatures, the pressure, the flow, everything that makes chemicals, makes all sorts of different products, the drinks we drink. All of those devices measure something and feed that information into a control system, whether that's your distributed control system, a PLC, a safety system, which we're going to get into a lot in this channel as well, because that's an area that is dramatically underserved in this industry. And I think if you're interested, it's a great space to move yourself into moving forward, especially if you know anything about business and risk and how companies really look at money, which we'll save for a later video. Some of the stuff that I didn't know was how much money do you make doing this? In my mind, whenever I was learning about being a technician, I thought you're going to be working horrible hours in the heat, day and night, which sometimes happens, for pennies on the dollar, which is where I was very wrong. Starting pay getting into this, you're going to make $30 an hour ballpark. A seasoned technician with 3 to 5 years of experience, you're going to make 50, 55, $58 an hour. It's the easiest way to walk into a six-figure career with relatively low effort that you're going to find. I mean, I know technicians that make more than some lawyers, general practitioners, and are working on 2-year degrees. It's an amazing career field. Super stable. If there's a job that is going to be around for a long time, it's going to be the craftsman. You have to have people that can understand how things work. They understand the process. They know how to get things running. Because at the end of the day, capital projects, all these secondary and tertiary parts of the jobs are great. You have to have people to do that. But at the end of the day, when the metal hits the meat, what matters is the ability to make money. And who helps make money? It's the guys that keep the place running and they run the place. So this is a job that in the long term is going to be around for quite some time. In the I&E space, is not like being a ditch digger. This is a very technical job. It's something that if you don't understand how things work, you're not going to be that good at. It's something you have to really spend time understanding and learning and practicing and looking at how things work and understanding the basic physics. Because if you don't understand the physics of how things flash or what can happen in different temperature profiles of level measurement, there are different things that can happen. Your specific gravities, there are a lot that can change. And if you're not aware of that, you're not going to be that great. But the guys that are invaluable. And as far as career growth, take myself as an example. I started as a contract I&E technician, was hired as a full-time technician with a major petrochemical company. I did that for a number of years. I ended up running DCS and control system projects with a portfolio of around $21 million per annum. It was terrific. I've garnered so much experience across different business spectrums. It's allowed me to work my way into consulting now, and I'm doing that, and I love it. It's given me the opportunity to meet so many people, see and do so many different things across the board. I wish I would have known about it. I'm trying to give as much of this information as I can because I think these jobs are going to be here much longer than a lot of the white collar jobs that we're going to see because of AI. This is a space where AI is going to have a really hard time, at least until robotics catch up, which I have no clue how long that's going to be. But I think we're a ways away from that. I think this is information that's going to serve a lot of people well for a long period of time. So again, that's who I am. That's what this channel is going to be about. If this is what interests you, go ahead and subscribe, because what we're going to talk about is real careers, real people, and real jobs with real opportunity. Catch you in the next one.